All right, we got the camera up a little higher. We got a big old box in from Shane Gables by way of Choir Boys Outdoors. I've already taken the shipping label off. That is all we've done to it. Still taped up on the side. I'll show you. It's a real deal unboxing. This is just a bunch of Work Tough gear stuff. And Shane and Scab both were kind enough to, you know,
get it to us.
Get it to us, yeah. And so we're gonna cut it open. We're not gonna waste any time. I want to see what's in this box. I wanted to show this live though, because I don't know what's in here. I do remember watching the video when Scab was boxing everything up to send to Shane, and I was gonna go back and find the video again, and I was like, nah, let's let it be a surprise. This is one heavy ass box, y'all. Like it's not playing around. Wow. It's moving like, should have used your spider co.
This soft blade.
We got some that ain't got soft blades, Courtney. You gonna be kicking a hornet's nest. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and take everything out. Like I said, don't have a clue as to what's in here. But we gotta get this box off the table. I think there's 2 in this package. 1, 2. So each one of them's gonna be like
individually
wrapped up. Yeah. Got 3. Quadro. Queso. That's it. Okay, we got 5 knives, y'all. Jesus. It's just a whole lot of knife Scab. I can't believe Shane pick it up. If he comes to the Blade Show this year, he might kick my ass. So these are all gonna be Work Tough gear. If I hadn't already said that, I've already said that. Okay, you can put this envelope over there. And I'm only familiar with the Work Tough gears we have around here, which was one of them was the Famine, and we got off Hunting for Hookers, and the other one was the Sylvanus that we got off Dave. We still got those. God almighty. The Joe X Omega, an SK85. Y'all see that? I don't know what the J means. It's got one hell of a handle on it, son.
Yeah.
Like that's just a whole lot of handle. All right, let's go ahead and get them
undone.
Yeah, and then we'll set this camera up somewhat properly. What is this? That's a heavy boy. Kodiak. I remember videos about the Kodiak. Bowler K2 329. Okay. That's a hefty one too. Ooh, I like the handle on that one.
What's that mouthpiece?
I don't know. Nomad field knife. Sounds like a wall's falling down. Bowler K340. So they've been playing around some that does sound like something's.
Pause for a second.
I'm not hitting the pause. We're showing them live.
I'll go hunt down the goat.
Tell them to shut the fuck up. We're trying to record. Amish John. That looks really interesting. Very nice handle. SK85. I like it. last but not least.
Something the wind's doing.
Huh?
Something the wind's doing to the window over here.
Holy shit. What is this thing?
Asshole. Get out of the seat.
What is this thing? I don't think it's marked.
I don't know.
Space? Spade? I don't know. That's a hell of a handle. Okay. All right, now that's it. That's what's in the box. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause it for a second, and we'll get the camera situated a little bit better. All right, so this first one we're gonna look at closer. Courtney's gonna handle it. It's a Nomad camp knife or something like that. Like a 1/4-inch blade stock.
Yeah.
We will get these out in the woods.
It's thick.
Is that what it says? It's a Nomad camp knife. Is that what it says? Nomad field knife. Sorry. Yeah.
Nomad field knife.
So that's a Zeke Menacho design. I'm 99% sure.
I guess that's a compound grind of some sort.
That's going to be a flat grind. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does have a compound grind. It's like easier to feel than it is to see.
Yeah. I could see the angle of it from, or the way the light was hitting it from over here at this angle. But,
Yeah. And a convex edge.
okay. Good old Billy, like Fat Billy on it.
Oh, yeah. I like the handle on that one.
I do too. Like,
Got plenty of handle. Got plenty of room to
Yeah.
work with. Shouldn't matter what size hand you got.
no, because it doesn't have a whole lot of hump or grooves or so. It, like, you can just get a good grip on it.
Just do your thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I like it too. Like, I mean, it's got a really good balance on it, man.
If it's got enough weight, it's probably a pretty decent chopper.
More than likely. And like, I like this forward action going on. I really want to check these knives out, man, because I haven't been disappointed in any Work Tough gear that we've played with in the woods. They always get out when we get out there. They always do what we need them to do,
Yeah.
which isn't a much. We're not like
Extreme
No.
survivalist.
no, we're not. But they do our task great, and I'm starting to build fixed blades, and I'm not saying I'm going to copy any of this stuff, but it's cool to like get
some different.
Perspectives. Like this one right here doesn't really have a sharpening choil, and it doesn't have jimping. So it's just another one of those knives that doesn't have a sharpening choil or jimping. And I mean, it does have a sharpening choil, but it's like, see how little it is?
Yeah.
I'm not sure it'd be very effective on a knife this size.
Especially
it's
with
very
the
small
handle coming back and down as far.
But I mean, it could very well be useful, and
I wonder what the hole's for.
I don't know. Who knows? It's not a thumb stud.
Somebody tell us.
Somebody tell us what the hole's for. You know what I bet it's for?
What?
I bet it's like if you wanted to like make a
Lanyard.
a lanyard that's gonna wrap around your hand completely. Like you could tie it off on both
Okay.
ends type
Yeah.
thing. That's what I would assume it's for, but that's all I
Keep it from
do.
Slinging out.
All I do is make asses out of myself.
Yep. We agree.
You got a mouse in your pocket? Okay.
All of them in that little box.
I kind of like this one.
The handle looks very Topps-ish.
Yeah,
Really?
it does. It does. What you're talking about. It kind of has that Topps-ish vibe going on, but the grip is, I would say, way more ergonomic than the Topps Micarta aesthetics is what she's talking about. But
Yeah.
this G10, it's milled, and it feels like to me superior than to. I mean, as far as like grip goes.
Yeah.
I love a good Topps.
Yeah, it was purely aesthetics I was talking about.
Amish John. There's something about this knife I like. It's got this swell right here. And so when you're holding it in hand, like that swell is very noticeable. It's got a really good choke up. and then the swell is like back here at the pinky, like just gonna be able to lock you in. You know, like no matter. When I say very noticeable, I don't mean like very uncomfortable. I just mean like it's
It
there,
feels your hand.
and yeah, it feels your hand. It's there.
It's
kind of
not
like
a straight
holding
line that's just gonna slide back and forth.
Right. It's kind of like holding a golf ball. You know, like but with it tapering down to the ends of your hands,
Yeah.
like it's there, and no jimping.
Does
of
have
course,
a little bit of a ramp there.
does have a ramp. Yep. And I don't look at no jimping as being a bad thing. You know, like there's a lot of knives that we go out there and use, and it's like, damn, knife so good, don't need any jimping.
Yeah, and like once they get so big too, like how effective is the jimping really gonna be way back here?
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
the purpose of the knife. Does it really require jimping?
Right. It says first production run on this one, but I like this Thomas John. That's a very balanced. It almost feels like you got nothing in your hand. You want to check it out?
My hand will close all the way with the swell. But it doesn't feel uncomfortable. I just noticed I'm like really trying to squeeze over it. But yeah, I think I would definitely handle it more with the finger tool.
Right. It's got that nice recurve like the Famine has.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I know they were designed by different people. Like, don't. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm not saying one's better than the other type
Right.
thing, but just noticing similarities within the brand. You know, like not necessarily the designers, but I tell you what, this plunge makes me feel better about my screwed up plunge. It's not screwed up. I'm not saying it's screwed up, but like there's, you know, like most of the time when you see a plunge, it's highly defined, you know?
Yeah.
And
It just kind of ramps down.
yeah, like when they were grinding this knife, it didn't start at the same spot every time, you know, like, so that's how you get this effect, you know, you gotta start at a different spot until, and I'm sure they did it on purpose like that, you know? But like I did it on accident, and I was like, the knife's ruined.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe not. You know, like so. Like this is the kind of stuff I want to. You know, like I want to discover and I want to see. Like maybe it's something I could play with and unruin it. But yeah, Amish John, very comfortable. I like it.
Unruined. There's our new vocabulary word for the day.
They used to call me the ruiner.
The ruiner.
Yeah.
Now you're the unruiner.
Well, you know, not yet. This is the one I don't know anything about. I'll have to do some homework on this one. Like, I can't read the inscription. I can't tell who made it. I mean, I know it's a Work Tough gear, but I can't get any detail off of that. They all got like a nice patina on them, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Oh, just a second. This is the Nightmare 3. It says it right there.
Okay.
Nightmare 3. And this one does have jimping. And it does have a sharpening choil. No finger choke up. Not technically. You could put your finger right here and lock it in but with that jimping, and you'd probably be okay for some close quarter stuff. Like, you want to chop down your mother-in-law's shrubs or something. Right.
Got jimping back here.
Yeah. It does. We have to get with Scab on this. I don't quite understand what's going on with the butt back here. Is this just an attitude adjuster? It's interesting. It does have jimping back there. But like, I'm not sure what the design philosophy is on that. It's got a circle on it too, baby.
Yep.
Or a hole. I bet that's what it's for. Well, I don't know.
This one don't have anything back here.
No lanyard back here on the Nightmare.
Huh. All right, what's the hold for, y'all?
Okay. Got some milling. I like it. But yeah, it's got a huge recurve. And I'll ask Scab if he wants me to run these over the leather strop while we have them. Or if he minds if we do. That way we can take them out. You know, like I'm noticing a lot of corrosion on the edge.
Yeah.
We can knock that off before we do our testing, and then I can knock it back off. I like those convex edges, man. They're not as foreign anymore. You know, like you turn that leather strap on that grinder real nice and slow, and polish those edges up real quick. I mean, like, not real quick,
but quicker.
Quicker. And then
That's, yeah, okay.
this thing feels like, I don't know. Like, look at the handle on this thing. It's huge, but it feels like two handles. This is the JX Omega.
Yeah, it's probably one of the smaller blades and really large handle.
It's an interesting design. I like it, but it's a weird one. But I like it. Again, it was 3/16. I believe it's gonna be 3/16 blade stock. And SK85. Yeah, gives you an opportunity to get a lot of reach back there.
Maybe best for the chopping portion.
Maybe.
I have some, like, what am I trying to say? Some more forward
leverage.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like it's kind of got this forward finger choil, but it melts into the design. You know, like there's no clear separation between the blade and the handle, so like it just, you know, it's very comfortable right there. Have you handled it yet?
Yeah. I think I would have liked to have had some more handle material right there using that, because that kind of gets a little iffy in my finger right there.
Iffy?
Right. like I'm trying to think of, like, if I was putting pressure against something and trying to use that.
Yeah.
Like, if that would be digging in.
Right. I get it. I understand what you're saying.
But back here, that is a good grip. Like, it's got a nice stop, and you've got enough swell there that your hand kind of contours into that area.
Yeah.
So, like, for chopping, I can see the back portion being great. Just not real sure how I feel about.
All of our love it's and hate it's and stuff was definitely subject to change when we get them out in the woods and see what they're made out of. But
right now I'm just trying to imagine.
Yeah, because if I was going on aesthetics alone, this is my least favorite of the bunch so far. You know, like to me, like it, you know, but aesthetics alone don't mean anything.
Right.
You know, like
we've had some really good looking knives that just did not perform well.
Absolutely, we've had some
really ugly.
Like Ontario Rat, maybe one of the most useful knives I actually own, and you know, it's
just very simple and basic.
Very simple and basic. Okay, the Kodiak. Aurora Borealis knives. This is the Bowler K329. This is a first production run too. Well, that's sharp. No forward choil. This is all chopper, I think. You know, like that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, this is a bushcraft knife. It's like a real bushcraft knife. Nice, like you go to swinging. You notice on some of my chopping videos, go to swinging, and my hand slips right off the end because there's no catch back there.
Yeah.
There's nothing to catch your hand. So like, eventually the inertia just kind of pulls the blade forward out of your hand. But that's not going to be a problem on this one, even though it does have very slick G10 scales. Like, it really doesn't offer a whole lot of texture.
Grip,
There's a little bit of texture here, but I don't think you'll need it as much with the shape of the handle. It's very comfortable. 3/16" blade stock, I believe. Man, that could be a quarter. I don't have my calipers back here. It's not a big deal, but that could be a quarter. or somewhere in between.
Yeah, this one's definitely more forward heavy. Like, probably because of the smaller handle. Like, it's definitely forward heavy.
Yeah, all business.
Yeah.
All business in the front. Like me, back when I had my mullet. It's all business in the front, just a bunch of party in the back.
Glad I did not know you with a mullet.
I didn't have a mullet.
Yes, I know.
I had some hair.
You had some 90s grunge hair.
I did have that. But the chicks loved it. And if you would have known me, you would have loved it too. But you didn't know me because I didn't have time to talk to your ass.
Uh-huh.
Okay, man. Like, I'm excited. Thanks, Shane, for sending them. Thanks, Choir Boys. Thanks, Scab, for allowing us to check them out. I do like this the sheath here.
It's got
Yeah.
all those on it.
Yeah, there's plenty of things you can do here, and that's very exciting. So it's the most exciting worked up gear sheath I've seen personally. Just gives you enough to work with. You can figure it out. But anyway, definitely excited to get these out and check them out. This video is long enough, but the video need to be done. I want to showcase what we were getting in. And if you watched this far, Guy Ritchie makes really good movies. A lot. I mean, like you probably could have been a third of the way through Snatch by now. You guys have a great one. We'll catch you on the flip side.